Let's talk about that feeling. You know the one. You're scrolling through your feed, or you're pulling into the parking lot at work, or maybe you're just walking through your own neighborhood, and it hits you. A wave of how. How does that guy from high school afford a brand new Raptor? How is that couple from your office constantly in Tulum or Mykonos? How is everyone seemingly living this upgraded life while you're sitting there calculating exactly how many days are left until payday?
It feels like you missed a memo. Like there was a secret meeting about how to actually make money, and you were stuck in traffic while everyone else was getting the blueprint. But today, I want to pull back the curtain. I want to talk about the grand illusion of the 2026 economy. Because the truth is, most of what you're seeing isn't wealth. It's a high-definition performance. First, we have to understand the debt-to-dopamine ratio. In the US right now, we are living in the golden age of faking it. We have more tools to look rich than at any other point in human history. Credit is no longer just a financial tool, it's a lifestyle prosthetic. Most people you see who seem to have more are simply carrying a heavier backpack of debt than you are. They aren't richer, they're just louder. Think about the lease culture. In the past, a luxury car meant you had reached a certain level of success. Today, it just means you can swing an $800 a month payment for 36 months. You're seeing the car. You're not seeing the panic that sets in when the insurance bill hits. You're seeing the vacation photos on Instagram. You're not seeing the 24% interest rate on the credit card that funded the plane tickets. We are comparing our internal reality, which includes our stress, our taxes, and our modest savings, to everyone else's external highlight reel. And that comparison is killing our financial progress. But there's a deeper, more dangerous layer to this. It's called lifestyle creep by proxy. When you see everyone around you spending, your brain starts to recalibrate what normal looks like. If all your friends are eating at $50 a plate restaurants, your brain starts to think that a $20 meal is cheap. You start to feel poor even when you're doing objectively well. This is how the middle class gets squeezed. We aren't being robbed by the government or the banks, though they certainly take their cut. We're being robbed by our own need to keep pace with an illusion. Let's look at the wealth versus riches trap. Riches is what you see. It's the shiny stuff. Wealth is what you don't see. Wealth is the money that hasn't been spent on a depreciating hunk of metal. Wealth is the freedom to quit a job you hate without starving. But wealth is boring. You can't post a picture of your Vanguard index fund on Instagram and get 500 likes. A photo of a boring brokerage account doesn't give you that hit of social validation. So people choose riches because they want the status now rather than the freedom later.
So why does it seem like everyone has more? Because the people who actually have money aren't trying to show you. The truly wealthy people in your town are probably driving 5-year-old SUVs and wearing clothes without logos. They're invisible. The people you're envying are the ones who are one missed paycheck away from a total collapse. They are balance sheet poor. They have assets, sure, but their liabilities are so high that their actual net worth is near zero or even negative.
Now, let's talk about the psychological sunk cost of looking successful. Once you start living that high-end life, you can't stop. If you've been the guy with the fancy car and the expensive hobby, it is emotionally devastating to sell that car and admit you can't afford it. So, people double down. They take out a second mortgage, they open a new line of credit, they work 80 hours a week at a job they despise, all to maintain a version of themselves that isn't even real. They are prisoners of their own image. And then there's the finfluencer effect. We are being bombarded by 22-year-olds in Dubai telling us that if we aren't making $30K a month, we're failing. It's all a lie. Most of those lifestyle creators are renting those villas for a few hours just to film content. But your brain doesn't know the difference. Your brain just sees, I'm behind. So, how do you break out of this? How do you stop feeling like the poorest person in the room? You have to change your scoreboard. Stop measuring your success by what you outflow and start measuring it by what you retain. In the 2026 economy, the real flex isn't a designer bag. The real flex is financial sovereignty. It's having 6 months of expenses in a high-yield account. It's having a paid-off car. It's the ability to say no to a toxic boss because you don't need the next paycheck to survive.
I want you to try something. For the next 30 days, I want you to look at every rich thing you see through a different lens. When you see a brand new $90,000 truck, don't think, wow, he's doing well. Think, I wonder how many hours of his life he had to trade to make that monthly payment. When you see someone on a lavish vacation, think, I hope they're enjoying it because they'll be paying for that dinner for the next 2 years.
This isn't about being a hater. It's about protecting your own peace of mind. The squeeze is a choice. You can choose to be part of the performance, or you can choose to be the person sitting in the front row, holding the cash.
The hardest part about building real wealth is that it feels lonely at first. While everyone else is out celebrating their latest credit limit increase, you're at home, cooking a meal and putting $500 into an investment account. It feels like you're losing. It feels like you're falling behind. But wealth is a game of endurance, not a sprint.
In 5 years, those people who seemed to have more money than you will be hitting a wall. Their cars will be old, their debt will be maxed out, and the new will have worn off. But you'll have a foundation. You'll have options. You'll have the one thing money is actually supposed to buy: peace. Don't let the illusion distract you. Your neighbor's debt is not your problem. Your coworker's upgraded life is not your benchmark. The only person you're competing with is the version of you from last year. If you're tired of the comparison trap, it's time to stop looking out the window and start looking at your own balance sheet. Because the only person who needs to believe you're rich is you. And you do that by actually having the money, not just spending it. The world wants you to be a consumer. It wants you to feel inadequate, so you'll buy something to fill the gap. Resist it. Build your own fortress. And the next time you feel that everyone has more than me sting, just remember, most people are drowning in a shallow pool, trying to look like they're swimming. You're building an ocean. Thanks for watching. If you've ever felt this way, drop a comment below. Let's talk about how we're breaking the cycle of looking rich and actually becoming wealthy. I'll see you in the next video.